5 things that you should not tell your friends about your relationship. It is normal that before starting a love relationship, women tell everything to their best friend because they need someone to tell their things. However, from the moment one begins to have a serious love relationship, there are things that have to be left only within the couple. Imagine how you would feel if your partner told a certain thing to his best friend. So as much as we are used to sharing all the details of our life, we have to have empathy and try not to reveal very intimate information. Women go to their best friends when they need comfort, advice, when they want to tell them that they're in love, when they have love problems, etc. So far, it's supposed to be no problem. But for your relationship to work, there are things that it is better not to tell, or not in such detail, because to protect you, it may be that your best friend thinks about your relationship or asks you questions with which doubts or conflicts are generated that you did not have before. That is why we present you with different topics in front of which we think you should be cautious and ideally not share them with your best friend. 1. When you fight. If you have a conflict with your partner, most likely the moment you are angry you will remember an infinity of things that have occurred in the past, you think only negative aspects about him and you think that you are absolutely right in the argument you just had. With that internal whirlpool, you should not go to talk to your best friend, because it is most likely that she will be on your side, and especially, if you tell her all the bad things that your partner does. 2. The secrets he tells you. Trust is basic in a relationship, therefore you should never tell your best friend what your partner secretly confesses to you, such as your personal, family problems, about your past, etc. Since you may break the trust forever, you may even cause the end of the relationship. Never forget that your partner has a love relationship with you, not your best friend, so try to have your lips more than closed when it comes to your partner's secrets. 3. Details of your sex life. Although this is a topic that one usually talks with the best friends, especially when women get together to talk about women's issues, together with a couple of glasses of alcohol. We recommend that you avoid giving details about your intimacy as a couple, try to limit yourself to say that you are well, that you are satisfied, that you cannot complain, etc. But if you go further, and tell them about the positions you do, where you do it, at what times, etc. Even your friends may find that you share too much information. You should also take into account that if you have problems in the sexual area, the most likely is that your friends think about it, but the person with which you must solve the issue is with your partner. Also, think that those are problems of both and you should ask permission to tell another person because it is most likely that your partner does not want your best friend to know. Finally, as for the best friends or close friends, you never know what you can wake up in them when sharing your sexual intimacies. They may feel envy, pity or, in the worst case, distrust what you say and try to check it. 4. What bothers you about him? This is related to the number 1 when we talk about fights. Starting from the base in which there are no perfect couples, it is obvious that our partner has certain faults, but if you are going to spread what makes you angry about him, the only thing you will achieve is to give a bad image of him to your friends. We advise you to try to minimize his defects or not to say them in an exaggerated way, because you expose your relationship to everything we have named above. 5. Your financial situation. The issue of money is always something delicate, and more for men, then the best thing is to try not to talk about the financial situation of your partner, whether he is going through problems or having a good pass. In fact, we recommend that you only speak it when it is absolutely essential. Remember that everything you say can be used against you. For example, if your partner has a good pass, it may be that some of your friends not so close feel envy and can subtly make comments that do not apply. On the other hand, if your partner has financial problems, they may say something and he feels embarrassed, feel that they make fun, etc. In both cases, be careful if you get embroiled in one of your friends because if they want to hurt you, they have all the material that you have given them. As in everything, there are exceptions and maybe you think that your best friend would never hurt you, but to protect your partner, you should only share your own secrets, not those of your relationship and less those of your partner. Only then you will not regret later. To learn more about 5 things that you should not tell your friends about your relationship, download my book free by clicking the book image on the right or the link in the description below, and please subscribe to this channel and share this video.